elections are contained in this booklet. This is our provincial analysis of what we think went wrong and happened. It's not juicy, it's much more theoretical. There's no, what do you call it? There's no, juicy stuff, or what is it called? A headline grabbing sentiment here. But it's just an internal, profound SACP analysis of what we think are the issues that should be looked into. Because you came early, I'll give you the copy. Yeah. We will give you the copy, and you'll be the only one with the copy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bribe, it's to appreciate what Theo said, that you are one of our comrades. So I don't know how true that is, but for that, it's the first time I hear a journalist nowadays being claimed as one of us. Very difficult,
And we're not sources.
Yeah, no, this will be. You can say, you can write and say, in any document given to you, we are not linking it. We're giving it to you. So, and it's a document that you can read over time. It's a long document, but I can assure you it doesn't have headline grabbing juicy stuff unless you find it. So in this document, we are analyzing what happened, and let me just say what is in this document. This document does two things. This document does two things. One is that it actually a discussion that started immediately after the elections the announcement of the election results. We have had two important meetings to put together this, and then we took it to the council over the weekend. And we will now be taking to our alliance structures to engage them on what it says. So the document does two things. One is that it poses the implications of losing the three metros in Gauteng on the national elections. What does it mean for the leadership of the ANC and its alliance partners of the revolution in our country? Then it attempts to engage with what we call principles. What are the principles that we should use to engage with the reasons and causes of why we lost elections? Then it mentioned three important factors that are at the core of why we lost elections. And one of them is the poor living conditions of our people. We think that is at the core of that. Two, we believe that the enemy was hard at work, was working in a very determined way. We also include in our analysis the work that was done by ETV. We think ETV had also, contributed to the aggression to make sure that the ANC loses. With the polls that they ran, we protested against that, and how those polls were repositioned to create an impression of an ANC that has lost elections. So the enemy, DA, opposition, were hard at work. That's fact number two. Number three, we believe that we were very weak as the alliance organization. Very thin on the ground, very weak, without any serious organizational presence on the ground. And included in that, it's obviously factionalism in the nomination of councillors, corruption of the list processes, grievance in that. So there was a weak organization on the ground, over and above many weaknesses of the ANC government and many things that have caused problems. But there was no strong organization. So we conclude with what is to be done towards 2019. And we are going to launch our provincial program with the Red October campaign of the SACP, which will be closing in Gauteng. The Red October open and close. So it will close in Gauteng, I think it's on the 9th of November. Yeah. But this year we'll be starting with work towards 2019 as the SACP. To consolidate an ANC victory in 2019. So that's what this document does. What happened, what are the causes, but also we engage with certain ideological tendencies, like blaming people. We believe there's no need to blame anyone, we're just weak as a movement. So that's for that. Now back to the statement. So you can really read the document and extract anything that you want. We'll give you the copy. Let me actually do that so that when anyone comes, we have already handed it over. Yeah, we don't hand it over. Now let me read our statement. Our statement reads as follows. The South African Communist Party, the Young Communist League, and of course SACP President